Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kimberly and we talk a lot about bull terriers. Let me first start off by saying this video is about crate training and crating your dog. Now, crating is not for everybody, but it is for me and my dogs. It works for us. And if you are one of those people that crating does not work for you, or you do not agree with crating, I highly suggest that you not even bother watching this video. And honestly, I highly suggest you don't even bother commenting your opinion, because honestly, crating works for us. It's always going to work for us. I know the arguments against crating. I know some people don't like it. I know it can be controversial, but trust me, your opinion on the reasons why we shouldn't crate don't work for us, and that's okay. Everybody's different. Everybody has different needs, and I can promise you my dogs are just fine. So don't even bother leaving your opinions about crates, your negative opinions about crates, in my comments. Thanks, but no. They would just be deleted, so or ignored. Anyways, if you are here to learn more about crate training, per se, sort of, or more specifically, this technique that I'm going to talk about. So, let me just get on with it. I do crate training a little bit differently, and one of the reasons that I do this method that I kind of came up with several years ago is because, one, I own bull terriers. Two, if you are a bull terrier owner or you know very much about owning bull terriers, you will probably know that they are a destructive breed. And they can be very destructive when it comes to crate bedding. So if you have a crate and you want your dog to have a nice, comfortable bed in their crate, sometimes you may have a dog shred that bed. And that is not a good thing, obviously, because a dog who eats stuff and shreds their crate, one, it's expensive, two, it's extremely dangerous, and three, the whole reason that we put our dogs in their crates is to help protect them and keep them safe for when we can't keep our eyes on them. So, what do we do? Well, first off, my method of crate training is a bit different from other people's, and what I mean by that is, you've probably, if you've looked into crate training, you've probably heard where to get a puppy or a dog started going into their crate and having positive associations, you take your puppy or your dog, you take a Kong or a toy or a bone, and you put the bone or the chew toy or the toys or all the fun things in the crate, and then you put your puppy or your dog in there, and then you say, have a ball. And then they go in there and they chew and they play with these toys and they have so much fun, and it is just the best. So where do I deviate from this? Well, for starters, I don't let my dogs have toys in their crates. When they're puppies, they don't get Kongs in their crates, they don't get Chewies in their crates, they don't get toys to snuggle in their crates. They don't get these things in their crates. They go into their crates, they have a nice comfy bed. My dogs actually have crib mattresses for their beds along with pillows and blankets. Nichols actually has a genuine sheepskin rug because, well, somebody bought it for my house and then she just loved it so much. I'm like, here, you can have it. So that's her bed now. My dogs never get toys in their crates. If you've ever had insomnia, or if you've ever heard a doctor tell you to don't watch TV in bed, don't have a TV in your bedroom, don't use the computer in bed, don't sit in bed on your laptop, don't use your phone in bed. The reason for this is because you can actually condition your brain to being active when you climb into bed, and this can actually make it harder for you to fall asleep. So this is the principle that I train my dogs, and I sort of dubbed sleep training, is because I want my dogs to associate their crates with being relaxed, chilling out, and hopefully going to sleep. The way that I do this is I start off with either a young puppy or an adult dog who may not have the best ideas of crates, and I take them, I exercise them, I get all of their energy out, we drain their energy, they get a lot of training, they expend their mental energy, they expel their physical energy, and when they are ready for a nap during the day and they are just pooped out, ready to relax and chill out, lay around the house, do nothing, I take them, I lead them to their crate, put them in their crate, their nice, comfortable crate, I shut the door, I let them fall asleep, and I let them nap in there for an hour, maybe 2 hours, however long their body would naturally nap for. When they start to wake up, maybe make a little bit of a fuss to let me know that they're awake, I go, I let them out of their crate, and they're out of their crate again until they're ready again for another nap, or they're ready for bed. And I do this consistently for probably about a month, where before they ever go into their crate, I make sure that they are tired. They do not go into that crate until they're tired. If I have a set schedule where I have to leave and they're not tired, well, then I work my schedule around them and make sure that they get enough exercise and get enough energy drained that they are tired by the time I'm ready to put them in their crates. So we always balance crate time with out time. You cannot put a dog in a crate when it's hyperactive and wide awake and expect them to not want to find something to do. So whenever you put your dog in their crate, you make sure that their bodies and their minds are ready to relax and take a break as it is. And eventually what you're going to get is you're going to get a dog who, as soon as they go into their crate, they're going to associate that with sleep, with calming, with relaxation. And when they go in there, their bodies are automatically going to do all that work for you, and they will just zonk and relax and be happy about it. In my opinion, expecting a dog to be calm in their crate when they haven't had adequate exercise is borderlining on cruelty. To me, that is so cruel. And things I also want to mention is this is not a cure for a dog who has genuine separation anxiety. If you have a dog who genuinely has separation anxiety, this may help slightly, but it's not going to fix separation anxiety. So if you have a dog who genuinely has separation anxiety, who has a problem, who is a danger to themselves, you're definitely going to need to seek outside assistance with that, potentially a vet for medication, depending on your dog. So definitely don't use this advice if you have a dog who's severely anxious. But if you have a adult dog who maybe they just kind of tear up their bed a little bit, you know, maybe you're going through a dog bed every couple of months because they're just sort of tearing at it because they're sitting in their crate bored, this would probably be very good for you. Also, another thing is never use the crate for corrections. This is not a punishment. This is not negative. If your dog is being hyperactive and crazy and naughty, don't take them to their crate and then be like, you chill out now. Because all you're doing is you're taking that energy and you're putting it in that crate, and then your dog just has its energy in this crate and they're going to find somewhere to release that energy. And generally it's on their bedding or it's the crate tray at the bottom. And that's not what you want. If you have a dog who's got a lot of energy and they're being naughty, give them something to busy their mind, so like a Kong or something like that, but outside of the crate. If they're being busybodied and hyper because they're overly exhausted. Like if they have been on the go all day long and they're fighting sleep, that's a little bit different. Then you can kind of put them in there to just chill out when they're ready to zonk. But that kind of, for puppies, that can kind of take a little bit of, you know, just as long as you know that they've had adequate exercise and you know that they're ready to zonk, put them in their crates. And like I said, be consistent about it. Be consistent. One of the things that I do, and I will say, is I feed my dogs in their crates to keep them safe. But when I feed my dogs in their crates, they get their food, and then after they eat, they take a 30-minute to an hour nap afterwards, and then I let them out. And we always feed after we've done our big exercise for the day. So like when we go on a 1 to 2 hour hike off lead, we come home, I feed them in their crates, they get 30 minutes to an hour to chill out and relax in their crates to digest, so I don't have to worry about them getting worked up and throwing up their meals because they're too excited, or, you know, they don't get bloat or anything like that. And then after they have that nap, then I let them back out. So this is kind of the exception just because we generally, you know, we work towards that to begin with. So anyways, I hope that this was some helpful advice to you if you have a bull terrier who maybe likes to chomp on their bed and you're worried about it. This is definitely the advice I would give for you. Rules, like I said, make sure to always balance crate time with expending their energy. If your dog has 1 hour of exercise, you cannot put them in their crate for 15 hours and expect them to remain calm. It doesn't work that way. You have to have a good balance here of exercise and relaxation. So if you're doing the sleep training and you're still finding that your dog is shredding their bed out of boredom, they're definitely not getting enough out of crate time. And basically, you know, you just basically get to the point where as soon as your dog walks into their crate, their brains will take over for you. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video insightful. A little bit different of advice than you might get from somewhere else that has really been helpful for me and pretty much all of my bull terrier puppies and adult bull terriers. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please consider subscribing if you don't already. Also, please consider checking out our Facebook page because we are way more active on our Facebook page with tons of memes and shorts and pictures, photography, stuff like that. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.